friends, it's laundry day. That's right. Everybody's most dreaded chore still needs to be done when you're living in an RV on the road. This video, I'm going to talk about the different ways that you can do laundry when you're living in an RV, the way I've chosen to do it, and then I'm going to show you how I'm going to do my laundry. So stick with me to learn all about laundry day in an RV. The most popular form of being able to do your laundry on the road is the laundromat. Most RV parks, as well as some state parks, will have laundromat facilities available for you at the campground. If they're not at the campground, then you'll have to find one that's local, which is pretty easy to do in a nearby town. Most of them are coin operated, which means you need to carry around your quarters like you do if you're living in a sticks and bricks apartment, although some of them do take cards. So it's good to know ahead of time if the laundromat is your way of being able to do laundry. Another way to do your laundry on the road is a washer and dryer inside your camper. Now, many campers actually come pre-connected for a washer and dryer, as mine does. Mine has a hot and cold water spigot with a drain, and it has an area that you can cut out so that you can vent your dryer. Now, there is what's known as a ventless dryer. Those actually take the moisture from inside the washing machine, right? So after you wash, you've got the water in there and it's drained, your clothes are wet. It just takes that moisture and it recycles it and heats up the actual moisture so that your clothes dry, but doesn't actually vent it. It then drains out. So that's how you would get rid of the extra moisture. So you can get a ventless dryer. In fact, many people think that they're fantastic. They're not as good as a vented dryer, but that way you don't have to cut holes in the side of your RV. Another way to do laundry while you're on the road is by hand. I'm sure that there are some people that do this, especially if they're out there for a temporary amount of time. Maybe they just wash it in the sink. I've heard some people say that they put the laundry inside with soap. They put the laundry with soap inside a tub, put the tub in their shower, and then when they drive the camper, that agitates their clothes. Of course, that means then you have to dump it, put it back in, drive again, and rinse it and go through the whole cycle. So that's always an option if you don't want to worry about having some heavy equipment, or you think it's a great idea to be able to do laundry while you're driving and kill two birds with one stone. Now, the final type, and the type that I've opted to go with, is a portable washer and dryer. This portable washer and dryer, it's not really a dryer as much as it's a spin dryer. So it just spins the water and kind of leaves your clothes mostly dry. It's obviously not as great as a regular washer and dryer, but I'm going to show you how it works. So stay tuned while I show you. This is the portable washer and dryer that I purchased. The brand name is Super Deal. So yeah, that's right. It's actually, I bought it because it was on sale. It has many of the same reviews as all the other ones out there. There are a lot of different models. This one acts the same way as all the rest, and I'm going to show you how this works. So there is the washing part is the tub on this side. And one thing that does make a difference in some of these is the capacity of how much that they can hold. Now this one, this Super Deal, is a 13-pound capacity. It's actually 8 pounds inside the washer tub that we have here. And then this is the spin tub. And if I open that up, that's a 5-pound capacity in there. So you can run them both at the same time to give you that 13-pound capacity. There is a water inlet here on both sides so that you can use this for the washing, and you can use for rinsing on this side too if you want to rinse while you're spinning. It does come with a tube that is designed to fit into this water inlet and then attach to your sink. However, I find it easier to set this up in my tub and just use the water that comes from my shower head. I can set the wash timer for 0, 3, 6, 9, 12, or 15 minutes. Then I have the switch that tells me whether I want to do soft for delicates, if I want to do a standard wash, or if I want to drain. And the spin timer also goes from 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 minutes. It does have a gravity drain that does come attached. Here's the tube so that you can drain it right into your tub. If you are concerned about filling your water tank, your gray water tank, with too much, you can drain it into a bucket like I have here. Or if you are attached with full hookups, then it probably won't be an issue. Using my Super Deal portable washing machine is actually quite easy. So the first thing is that it does come with a plug, so I do have to plug that in. Using the washer side, I will start to put water in using my shower head. Making sure that I'm on the standard and not on drain. Otherwise, if the water I put in will go right out. So I will start to fill that. I am currently hooked to city water, so I'm not using any water that I have saved in my tank. I prefer to use laundry detergent sheets. I've actually been using these for quite some time. I've used True Earth and Earth Breeze. One, I like to use them because they have less waste, but they're also easier to transport around. Now, as this fills up, I'm going to start to put my clothes in. Okay, my clothes are in. Just topping off with the water, I'm going to put in a half. So I will just put that in. Just finishing up a little bit more with the water here. You can see it starts to getting suds. I want to make sure that the water level completely covers my clothing, and I am using warm water. I have my water in, I have my laundry soap in. Now it's time to turn on the washing machine. So I am going to set mine for the full 15 minutes. And we'll take a look and see what happens. The agitator will move the clothes in one direction, and then it moves it in the other direction. If it's not moving, then either you have too many clothes in here, potentially not enough water in here. Ultimately, the water should be above the clothes, so I should probably put in a little bit more. And I'm going to do that and let the cycle finish. Welcome back. My laundry is now done. Of course, it needs to be rinsed. I can rinse in either this tub or in the dryer tub. So because I can run them both at the same time, I will do that. I will rinse, put water in both of them, and rinse. They do act differently, but at least it'll save me some time. So the first thing I need to do is drain this to get rid of the soapy water. And again, I have my drain tube going down towards a bucket so that I don't have to put anything down my actual gray tank drain. And we're going to start there. While that is draining, I will take some of the clothes out and put it into my spin dryer. Spin dryer has one of these that goes on top of the clothes to help keep it down. And I will put some water into my spin dryer so that I can help rinse out the clothes that are in here. Then this piece goes on here and I push it down. Close this. And now I will start my rinse cycle for 2 minutes. Alright, for the dry cycle, I have moved this from outside of the tub into the regular bathroom. When this is uneven, it does tend to shake around quite a bit, so it's important to have this in a push down fashion and as much water out as possible so that it will spin dry it. If it's not even, it does bounce around quite a bit. When running my spin dry, I prefer to set it for about 2 to 3 minutes, let it run its cycle, and then check everything again maybe repositioning clothes as needed, and then doing it for another 2 to 3 minutes. So the majority of campgrounds, probably all campgrounds, don't really like it when you hang your laundry outside. And I get that, right? Who wants to see a bunch of unmentionables being mentioned? But the other thing about slightly damp clothing is that you don't really want the humidity inside your RV either. Even though I have the air conditioning on, the air conditioning is helping to combat the humidity. It is August after all. But again, too much humidity inside your camper can cause mold, or rotting, or any of that kind of thing. So what I've done is I've created a privacy screen around my battery compartment. I hung up a sheet. Of course, I have my truck here to also help block the view. And I am going to hang some of my laundry outside, in a little bit more of a private way. To many of you, that may seem like a lot of work. And you're probably asking why I didn't just get a regular washer and dryer to put in my cabinet, especially since my RV is already wired for it. Well, one, they're super expensive. To get a combo washer dryer or something that would fit in there is about $1,500. Then to have somebody install it, because I'm not handy enough or comfortable enough to do it myself, is another couple $100 on that. And they're super heavy. So if I want to be towing across the country as I choose to, I don't want to have to carry that extra weight. And this portable washing machine is only like 25 pounds. I can carry it myself. It stores nicely in that cupboard when I'm not in my bathroom. And I know it seems like a lot of work, but I'm here. I'm working from home, so I've got the time to be able to invest in it, and it works for me. So that's how I do my laundry.